Every generation has those athletes which are a class above the rest, the generational talents. Sports fans are at awe of the display of pure dominance over a long period of time. And sometimes these generational talents draw comparison to each other, even if they're from different sports. And the two athletes who draw the most comparison to each other are Lebron James and Cristiano Ronaldo. Different sports, different positions, different parts of the world, but similar in greatness. Let's start at the beginning of their careers. With LeBron and Ronaldo both being 35, they started their careers around the same time, 2003. This is when LeBron got drafted and Ronaldo made his big move to Manchester United. But before LeBron got drafted, he was a highly touted prospect in high school. Before his junior year, he featured on Slam magazine and even Sports Illustrated, being the first underclassman to do so, as well as being the first junior to be named Male Basketball Gatorade National Player of the Year. And with an impressive senior season, averaging 32, 10 and 5, he was drafted number 1 to his hometown team, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
Cristiano Ronaldo had a just as impressive youth career. At 16, he was promoted to Sporting Lisbon's youth team by the head coach and became the first player to join the under-16 team, under-17 team, under-18 team, B team and first team in one season. After a great showing in the exhibition game versus Manchester United, he was immediately acquired. So the two superstars in LeBron and Ronaldo have had pressure put on them once they both hit the big stage. LeBron being dubbed the best high school player ever, being drafted number 1 to his hometown team, wearing the iconic number 23, so LeBron James being expected to be a franchise-changing player at 18 years old, and Ronaldo being dubbed one of the most exciting young players ever, being signed by one of the biggest clubs ever for £12.24 million, the most expensive teenager in English football history at the time, whilst wearing the iconic number 7 shirt, so Ronaldo being expected to be a key member on a title contended team at 18 years old. Another way LeBron and Ronaldo are similar are their athletic capabilities and the way they look after their bodies. Both being 35, Cristiano's body has been compared to that of a 20-year-old and LeBron that of a 19-year-old. They are both extremely disciplined when it comes to exercise, diet and recovery, with LeBron spending $1.5 million on a home gym, trainers, massage therapists, chefs, appliances and more. And you can expect a similar price for Ronaldo. They are both known for their freakish athletic ability. Ronaldo has been one of the fastest players in the world for most of his career, and mixed with his agility and freakish 32-inch vertical, which is higher than the average NBA player, he's a threat before even getting into the intangibles of football itself. LeBron is a recognised freight train. Being 6'8", 250 pounds with a 14-inch vertical makes him one of the best attackers of the basket ever. The most impressive thing is that they have both been able to keep this level of physicality over 15 years without a major injury, which is astonishing when looking at those of similar age who have been on the decline or retired. Greatness is often defined by achievement. And LeBron and Ronaldo both have very decorated careers, and we can just go down the list. Ronaldo individually has won 5 Ballon d'Ors, an award that ultimately signifies being the best player in the world, being the UEFA Team of the Year 14 times, was a PFA Player of the Year twice, won the Liga Best Player in 2014 and Serie A MVP in 2019. Internationally, he's won the Euros with Portugal in 2016. At Manchester United, he won 7 trophies, including 3 Premier League titles and the Champions League. At Real Madrid, he won 10 trophies, including 2 La Ligas and 4 Champions Leagues. And with his short spell at Juventus, he's won 3 trophies so far. LeBron has 4 MVPs, is a 16-time All-Star, 12-time NBA first-team player, won Rookie of the Year in 2004, scoring champion in 2008, as well as being a 3-time NBA champion with 3 final MVPs. In sports, there often has to be tangibles to establish greatness. LeBron James and Cristiano Ronaldo definitely have full trophy cabinets. The next category doesn't exactly involve LeBron James and Ronaldo directly, but indirectly. It has to do with family, their children to be exact. Both named after their fathers, LeBron James Jr. or Bronny and Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. are already child stars. Bronny already has over 5 million Instagram followers, has hundreds of millions of views on YouTube, is selling out NBA arenas whilst having nationally televised games. CR7 Jr. has already made headlines with some ridiculous stats for Juventus youth, including 4 goals on his debut and scoring 58 goals in 28 games. They have both reached celebrity status because of who their fathers are, but with this comes comparisons. Bronny and Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. will both be compared to their dads as long as they play their respective sports, which is unfair considering how old they are and the level of excellence their dads have reached, but they are both doing well in their development as young players. Lastly, maybe their biggest similarity is their chase in becoming the greatest player of all time. although they may already think they have already achieved it.
In my mind, I'm always the best. I don't care what the people are thinking, what they say. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best.
And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
The fans may not be in consensus agreement, with there being someone else more commonly known as the GOAT. For LeBron James, that's Michael Jordan, and for Ronaldo, that's Lionel Messi. With Messi and Ronaldo being roughly the same age, their achievements almost mirror each other. Whilst LeBron has more catching up to do in terms of achievement to Michael Jordan, they have both expressed that having another great player to constantly be compared to has acted as a fuel for motivation and only pushes them further.
It's great. This has given me motivation to still work hard.
It's my personal inspiration. That's what drives me.
So not only is the chase to be the GOAT a similarity, but having competition to achieve this is also a feat that they share. Ultimately, LeBron James and Cristiano Ronaldo are players that may not be seen again in our lifetime, so they share the respect from fans of not only football and basketball, but people who appreciate greatness, regardless of what team or players you support.